Hi, Charles. What are your thoughts on anarcho-monarchism? Could this be a way to introduce more left-leaning people to the idea of monarchy? And for everybody, please explain what anarcho-monarchism is. It sounds like an oxymoron to me.
Well, if I understand it, and my understanding may be flawed, ladies and gentlemen, anarcho-monarchism is the notion of a monarchy that is completely separate from government. Here you've got the king, his courtiers, and you've got the people. There's no government in between them. In other words, not too dissimilar from the early Middle Ages, or Game of Thrones if you prefer.
I mean, isn't the monarch part of the government? I don't understand.
Well, all right. You've got to bear in mind the government as we know it arose from the king's immediate entourage.
Uh-huh.
In other words, remember, it's after the fall of the Roman Empire, okay? Everything is in ruins. So then these people arise who are able to guarantee protection, and they are called kings.
Isn't that a form of government? Isn't that a government service?
And not really, because it's a personal contract between you and an actual human being, a father figure, not between you and a faceless state.
Okay.
See, we are used to thinking of government as a machinery, you see, that has a mind of its own.
So anarcho-monarchism is basically the king functions as some sort of protection agency, and that's it?
Pretty much, but that's a lot.
Okay.
And the relationship is direct between the people and him, no, not filtered through a cabinet or a state or a parliament or a judiciary. If there are judgments to be made in law, the king makes them.
I don't see how that can happen in nature. I don't understand.
Well, and I may not be representing it properly either. There's that possibility. And again, I don't know how that would play out in a modern technological society. So, I mean, there's a lot of what ifs. But the question then is, can anarcho-monarchy make people think about it wouldn't otherwise? Well, I suppose. I mean, if you've been looking at anarchist theory, which basically has everybody living as separate units in a non-governmentalized area, that's even crazier.
Mm.
Because real life being what it is, you're going to be paying protection to somebody.
Yeah.
And if said person wears a crown and is taught that from childhood to believe he'll go to hell if he rules you badly, that's probably better than having the capo del capi being paid protection.
Okay.
And by the way, either of those scenarios are a lot likelier under anarchy than simple freeholds. You know, just a whole bunch of free farmers living in peace and harmony.
I think you once said so. The king's number one job, or only job, is to keep the peace.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Well, it's his biggest single function. I mean, he does have others. Remember that traditionally the king, all right, you have three male roles. Here we are with gender roles again. Sorry. Priest, king, and father.
Mm-hmm.
Now, each of these three partakes to a degree of the nature of the other two. Can you see that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, the king's single biggest reason for being is to maintain the peace, but that means more than simply an absence of conflict.
Okay, what does it also mean?
It means maintains a certain harmony between the different elements of the state. There's a difference between harmony and an absence of conflict.
Okay, so see, that's what I was trying to get at. So that seems to transcend anarcho-monarchism, because he's doing more than just keeping the peace.
Yeah, but he's not in and of himself a government machinery, which is what they're trying to get away from.
Okay.
So, by the way, if anyone out there espouses anarcho-monarchism and finds my analysis flawed, feel free to let us know, because I'm not entirely sure I know what I'm talking about, and I'm not being funny.
You're not an expert in every single time.
No, and that's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. I've been getting requests for personal advice. I don't mind that. That's okay. But please bear in mind that any personal advice I give you is going to be based on what will seem to you like vague principles. Because I don't know you.
Yeah.
I don't know your circumstances. I don't know what you have to put up with, what you're living with. So, if you send me a note saying, do you think I should stay where I live or emigrate? I don't know. What I do recommend is that you get to know where you live very well before you decide to leave it. Check out all its nooks and crannies, all its historic spots, its ethnic groups, its churches. Find out everything you can so you can make an informed decision. Other than that, I really wouldn't know what to tell you because I don't know you, I don't know your skills and so forth. And there's been kind of an uptick in this whole agony aunt side of things. I'm not Dear Abby.
No, we need a Dear Abby though. Dear Abby doesn't exist anymore, does it? We need a new one.
Yeah, we do. We really do. And I would do it if I were paid, but I'm not, so I won't. But honestly, ladies and gentlemen, just bear that in mind, when it comes to concrete life situations. Very often you're going to try to figure out what your conscience requires of you and do that. But it's very difficult when you're a stranger.